Hello everyone, welcome to 100 days 100 DBA tool script series. Now we are at day 8. So myself Ravishekar, and today in this session we are going to talk about Restart-DbaService command from the DBA tools. Before going into the session, so in the last session we talked about get-DBAService command, and also I have shown you the script which I created to collect all the services information in a single report. So as you can see in this report, it is showing total number of servers and total number of services are running across all the servers, and how many are running, how many services are in stopped state, how many are in disabled state, and how many services are in auto start mode, and how many services are in manual start mode. Along with that, if you can see in the table, so here each service status and along with the service start mode, what type of start mode it is, and the service type. This is very important, what type of service it is, whether it is a SSIS or SSRS, SSAS, full text service, database engine service, or agent or browser service. It is showing the information what type of service it is, and also it is showing under which service account, under which account the services are running. So it is also showing in the fully consolidated advanced HTML report. So with this report you can easily understand in which server the services are in stop, and in which server the services are in disabled state, whether it is running or stopped state. You can easily understand in a single report for across all your estate. Okay, so in today's session we are talking about the Restart-DbaService. Okay, so the main agenda of this session is why controlled restart is matters, and the common DBA issues while restarting, and what is the Restart-DbaService command will do and its syntax, and what this command will do, and why this is very safer than the manual restart, and we'll take a small example of real use case, and when DBAs should use this command, and the safety checklist before running this command, and what this command doesn't do. We'll discuss all these things in this session. So first of all, why controlled restart is matters. So okay, whenever you are applying any patches or whenever there is any requirement, so SQL services requires restart during the patching, right? So whenever you applied a patching, so obviously to affect the changes, SQL services needs to be restarted. So we have many ways to restart the SQL services, right? Through configuration manager, through command prompt, or through services.msc, or through PowerShell also we can restart the service. But uncontrolled restart causes some outages, okay, and manual restarts are sometimes risky. The services are not properly restarted. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes it may not start properly. So DBAs need predictable behavior. Why? Because the things is, the SQL services, few of the SQL services are in dependency based. So if we want to restart the service properly, you make sure we need to know the dependency service. If you don't know, then obviously then little bit risky. So that's why manual restarts are very risky. Okay, DBAs need predictable behavior of restarting the SQL services, and the common DBA issues during the restart. So while DBA is restarting the services, if the server is having one instance, that is fine, okay, but if they are restarting in a different server with a different instance, obviously they may face a problems, right? So restarting wrong SQL instance causes it's a major problem, but no one will do. But just I'm telling you that this is one type of common DBA issue. And SQL agent is not restarted. Sometimes we may not restart the SQL agent. And incorrect service order, as I mentioned, the services are in dependency mode, so make sure we have to restart the service properly. Okay, and when we restart, then there is no restart visibility. When we restarted, whether the server restarted is success or not, there is no restart visibility in the command shell or services.msc. We need to check in the SQL error log or event where something where we need to check it, right? But what is Restart-DbaService command? So what this command will do is, it is a DBA tools command, as I said earlier. So it will handle this dependencies automatically. So first of all, this will identify if there is any dependency between the each service, it will automatically handle the dependency service, and this command will work locally and as well as remotely, and this is built for controlled operations to avoid any manual mistakes. Okay, the syntax is very simple. To get the DBA service, we have used get-DBA service, so to list out all the services which are currently running on that particular server. So if I wanted to restart the services, okay, if I want to restart the services, so what we need to do is we have to use Restart-DbaService command by using PowerShell command. So before restart, what I will do is, first of all, I will get the services list. Get DBA service, what I will do is I am fetching, you can pass computer name and SQL01, okay, the host name you can pass it, and here the result, the list will be in list mode. So what I will do is I am passing the output into table format. So I am passing the output into table format table. Now if you can see what are the services and what is the service type, the service status and all, you can able to see the complete information here. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to restart the only agent service. I wanted to restart only agent service. What you need to do is restart DBA service. Here you can mention computer name SQL01. So what it will do is it will restart at the automatically it will restart all the services, but my question is I wanted to restart only the agent service. In that case, what you need to do is -type. So here you are mentioning type of the service. So here I am mentioning agent. Okay, agent. So what it means, it will restart only agent service, and then I am mentioning format the output. Once it is restarted, I wanted to show this information in table format. Okay, once restarted, I am showcasing in a table format. So if you can see here, automatically it will restart the only agent service and it will display the information in the table format. If you can see here, I have restarted only the agent service and it is currently in running. If you can see, status is successful and the message is service was successfully restarted. No, I don't want to restart particular agent. I wanted to restart the complete services. So in that case, what I will do is I'll remove the agent. Okay, I'll remove the type agent. So what it will do is it will restart the all the services in the dependency way and it will show the information in table format. This is very easy. So if you want to pass multiple servers, you can pass it by passing SQL01, SQL02, you can pass it. This command will work locally as well as remotely as well. Okay, you no need to connect to that particular server and you no need to connect to the open the services.msc or configuration manager. You don't need it. So from a single host, you can connect to the remote server and you can restart the service also. If you can see, MS SQL FDL launcher, the attempt to restart the service return the service is already running. So there is no dependency and it is currently running state. So this service is currently excluded from the list. So if you can see here, all the services are successfully restarted, right? So again, if you want to see the information of get DBA service, we can see it. All the services are currently running as expected. This is how you can use restart DBA service command. So here we have used restart DBA service, but I wanted to only start the service, or if I wanted to stop the service. In that case, what I need to do, right? So what I will do is I will show you one command. So get DBA service. So here what I am doing here is get command module from DBA tools, and the service starts with what are the commands which we have to start the service or to stop the service, right? If you can see here, get DBA service command will retrieve all the services information, and if you can see here, restart DBA service command, this command will restart the services. And if you want to, if the service is in stopped state, if you want to start particular service, you can use start-DBA service, and if you want to stop the service, you can use stop DBAService command. And if you want to update the service account detail, you can use this command. So now I will do one thing. I will use one more command, stop DBAService. Here I am passing computer name and the instance name SQL01. Here type I am passing agent. So now what I am doing here is I am stopping the agent service only. Okay, so I am passing this result in I wanted to show this result in table format. Now if you can see here, the agent service will be in stopped state. If you can see here, the computer name and the agent, if you can see here, the agent is stopped and the status is successful, which means it is currently successfully stopped. Service was successfully stopped, right? So likewise, you can stop a particular service by using stop-DBAService command. Okay, so if you don't pass the type, then automatically it will stop all the services. Okay, now what I will do is I will start the service. I will start the same agent service. So how to start the service? So start DBAService, computer name SQL01, type agent, and now I am starting the service. So how simple these commands are: start DBAService, stop DBAService, restart DBAService, get DBAService. These commands are really helpful to fetch out all the services information by using dbatools command. So if you can see here, the agent service is running and the status is also successful. If you can see here, successfully started. Likewise, we can use this restart DBAService, start DBAService, and stop DBAService, get DBAService commands from the dbatools. Okay, so what this command is doing, first of all, if you want to restarting the service, first it will stop the SQL services safely, and then it will restart the database engine, and it will ensure the clean startup from the scratch. So why this is safer than the manual? So understanding the SQL Server dependency is very important. So as you know, the agent service is depend on the database engine, right? So this dbatool command will understand the dependencies. Based on that dependencies, it is safely restarting the SQL service, and also it reduces the human error, and it is maintaining a consistent behavior across all the servers, and this is very production safe approach to restart the SQL services. So if you take any use case when DBA should run, this is, so usually as a DBA we will be performing monthly OS patching or SQL patching activities, right? So when we have a approved maintenance window, we will be restarting the SQL services safely, or else whenever we are performing DR exercises, at that time also we will be performing the restarting the SQL services. And after this, we have to validate the service health by using get DBAService command. So when DBA should use this command, is after the SQL patch installation. After the SQL patch installation, whether it is a security update or a cumulative update, whether it is a GDR, after the patch completion, you have to restart the DBAService. Sometimes after the OS updates also, we need to use this command to restart the services. And if there is any maintenance window to apply the patches or to restart the services, so we have to use this restart DBAService command, and it is clearly mentioned in the automation workflow. It is completely it will detect the dependencies and slowly it will restart the services in a safe manner. The safe checklist for before running this command is, you have a confirmed downtime window, and you have to check whether if there is any HADR is configured or not. Okay, so if there is a always on is configured, we have to safely restart the DBA services, otherwise the failover and failbacks will be happen, right? So you have to check proper HADR of each server. Okay, and you have to inform to the application team stating that the services are restarting. Okay, and also before restarting, you have to verify the backup of all the databases. It is not always, but as if you are applying a patches, it is recommended to verify the backups. That is one of the safe checklist while restarting the DBA service. And what this command will not do is, it will not install the patches. It will not install the patches. It will only restarting the SQL services, and it will not reboot the entire Windows server. Okay, and it will not validate any application. This command will focuses only on the SQL services only. Okay, so it is not installing any patches. It is just restarting the SQL services, and it is not rebooting the service, and it is not validate whether the application is connecting or not, and it is focusing only on the SQL services. The overall summary of this session is why this controlled restart is matters, and how we use the restart DBA service in simplified way, and why it is safer than the manual restart we have discussed. So as I mentioned, these are very basic commands. These are very foundational commands. So if you are very strong in this foundation, you can reduce your risk. This is all about restart DBA service, start DBA service, and stop DBA service command. So in the next session, we'll come up with new command and we'll discuss more. So if you like the video, like, subscribe, and share it. And if you have any doubts, you can mention on the comments. I will reply back. Thank you so much.